Like just now we started our session, so like now only I'm going to give the brief demo of like what is Pega and where it is being used in it. Okay, so first, like before knowing like going inside into Pega, so we should know like what is Pega, so and like and where it is used and what it is built upon and how it is used in real time, everything. So like Pega is like one of the software, like just it is an one of a tool which was founded in 1983. So like Pega Systems is the company parent company which have found this tool called Pega, in which like it will come under the category called as like BPM tool. So like the BPM tool, like why we are saying Pega as an BPM tool is like if you are taking any other traditional technology such as C, Java, Python, everything needs an both back end, front end, and like integrations. Every part we need to have like separate teams. So like complete full stack developer, if anyone wants to deploy it in a project, means it will be like more experience it is required and more technical skills it's required. But the Pega like business process management tool is like the he only like developer, he can complete all the front end back end integration parts completely, which helps to complete the business work in just a one flow. So it need not depend upon any other person for any other work or any other task need to be done. So like once when the developer is a Pega developer, he can able to achieve complete functionality and deliver the end user code to the direct client with complete flow. Like front end also he can he will develop, back end also he will develop, integration part also he can develop in Pega. So like every features Pega helps us to embed in it. So it will be used for very like easy flexibility, most efficient, and like more time like a very like time consuming, less time consuming technology. So like but Pega is basically it is built upon Java concepts. So like we will not work on Java, but Pega is built on Java. So like how it is being used in real time is like we are having like various kinds of domains category. Like if you say in real time, the insurance domain, healthcare domain, banking, payments, like automobile, these domains and all, it is in peak. So like in all these domains, as an BPM tool, like Pega is like one of the like top most used tool by all over the majority of clients in the world. So like it's basically it is based out of Java concepts. Like already like the tool completely comprises with of Java code, but like as a Pega developer, like we need not to code anything like in Pega tool. Like already it will come with the Java coded technology. So based upon our real-time requirement, we will be having the particular logics. Example, we have like different kinds of concepts. So like we will just if you want some kind of an UI changes, just like we have certain out of box layouts which has defined in Pega, like which is been already deployed and they were developed by Pega systems using Java concept. So just like we will be like dragging and dropping the required fields. Like example, if you want name, first name, last name, and if you want date of birth, everything we have like particular customized category in Pega. So just like if we drag and drop, it will be like visible to the user, and whoever want to log in with the first name, last name, everyone they can visible. So like features of Pega. So like what are the main features, like why we will be going to Pega and why it is like being a niche technology. So niche technology is like very high demanding technology in the current market. Why it is most popularly recognized, and like every companies all over the world they need some certified Pega developers, is because of the very like efficient features of Pega. So those are like just when you drag and drop particular field, so in backend automatically the code will be generated. So you need not to have any kind of an code or syntax or tags in order to achieve some kind of an output. and it is like used various level of enterprise. So enterprise in the sense like we have, for example, I will take an example of Amazon. So Amazon has various countries. It is been working in various countries like US, India, UK, Germany, Europe. Every countries it has been working. So based upon countries, it need to differ the products, and it need to differ the marketing level, and it need to differ how the products is being purchased by this category of people and that category of people, everything. So like in Pega, we develop that application means so it can be used in complete enterprise. So enterprise in the sense like all over the world, like where you want to use it again, like you just need not to develop any new thing. Just you can reuse the existing thing, which helps you to reduce the time and reduce the performance impact, everything. And so main advantage, another feature is like standards based user interface. So like what standards based user interface is like in traditional technology, like when you want to design some kind of an form, example, like we have any kind of an portal. So first it will be like create username and password. So like after clicking entering the username and password, when we click on sign in, it will go. So but backend we will be having like various levels of coding for that one. So like to get the username, we will be typing like 10 to 15 lines of code, and to get the to type the password, we will be getting like 20 to 25 lines of code in like traditional technology. But in Pega, like we have already all the features which is in place. Just like we need to drag and drop, and we need to click on save. So that's the only thing. So like if you want like date control, or if you want any kind of drop down, or if you can't like radio button, so everything it will be already been like it will be in standard format in Pega. So like I will explain you at the end of, I can show you the demo of it. So like this will be like very high easily reusable. So within 5 to 10 minutes, like you can complete, you can develop and big one like mid level of application, where you can have first name, last name, date of birth, and like what products you want to select, and everything you can complete it like within minimal minute of time. So another thing like integration with CRM. So like in real time, so like when you are being into any kind of a real time projects, like you are working with any kind of a client in a real industry, so like integration plays the main part. So like in what we will be saying, like integration is like example, if you are working for some banking client, say like in UK you are working for a banking client. So that banking client will have some kind of database for their system, but there isn't some UK regulation law. So we need to get some kind of an PAN card details, or like any kind of an other details, like which is respective their country in for the customers to open. So that time the particular bank doesn't have that Aadhaar or PAN card data, because like it is completely government database. So we want a private bank, we won't have that. So that time what we need to happen is like we need to integrate our that banking application to the government database in order to retrieve that Aadhaar card for the particular customer or PAN card in their country perspective. So that time, like a main role, like where what we need is like integration. So integration is like we will be connecting two systems in order to bring that data from an external system. So like in Pega, like we have only is like it is limited to certain data. And if you want some data which needs to be brought up from an external system, like say like government database or like any other database, like we will be we need to integrate. So like for that integration, like if you take in traditional technology, so like we will be using various kinds of tools and various kinds of external devices in order to integrate with that external system. But in Pega, already like everything we have it in place. So example, like we have like REST connector, SOAP connector. So like these and all, like if once that course is started, like if I explain it clearly, like you can understand in very well in real time. So like it will be various tools like you use in Pega, which helps us easy establishing connection between external system. And then like another main advantage is like for direct capture business objective design tools. So like in Pega, so like in a real-time IT environment, so like there will be different kinds of methodology each project is following. Example, it can be waterfall model, it can be agile model, it can be reliability agile model, everything. So like whatever methodology it is, so Pega provides like very like catchy design features in order to capture the business objective. So like everything like we have like some kind of an board called Jira board, Kanban board, and Rike board, many things. But like in order apart from that one, like in Pega itself we have like agile workbench and like many like agile project in order to track the business objective and in order to deliver it. Okay, so like if you see anywhere, so the Pega would be called as like low code no code technology. So low code no code technology, why we are saying it is like all the things it will be in Pega, it will be already like developed in Java, like with coding, and it will be you just need to know how to handle it. So you need not to type any coding, like you need not to know any kind of an basic coding knowledge. So like you need not to know like Java in depth and like HTML or CSS, anything in depth you need not to know. So just like in basic level, if you know like okay, HTML code, why it is used and what where it will be used, if you know that basic concept, so yeah, the Pega will be like very easy in order to use it everything. You need not to have like type one line of code also. Already everything will be in place. Just you need to reuse that with the particular terminology which is used in Pega. And if you bring that it if you apply that logic in a place, like everything, it will be you can achieve that end user input like output exact manner. So coming to that, so like to have a complete development of an application, it's not like only development perspective is required. So we need like various perspectives. So like once you develop the code, it should be accessible by various channels. So example, like you can use it in laptop, you can use it in mobile, you can use it in computer, and like you can use it in like any kind of an external user system. So like whatever channels is there, so like whatever you are developing in Pega, so everything will be most efficient manner. So like user can connect in all the way, like he can he can use messaging protocol, or he can use like emails. So like whatever here Pega is used in robotic automated machine. So like whatever it is there, like everywhere, like every channels once you develop, it will be easily, like it can be reused and more efficient with the user interface, and it helps us to build the complete enterprise. And then next, like if you come to like development, so like every traditional technology developers follow the certain kinds of knowledge in specific kinds of technology, say like Java, C, Python, everything. So like they need some like in-depth knowledge in order to develop something in the particular their technology. But in Pega, so since it is like low code app development, so we don't have like 95% of the requirements doesn't require coding only. So just already everything will be in place. Just you need to drag and drop, and you need to use it, the logic as per the Pega terminology. So in some kind of a more complex requirements, there is an like will be 1 or 2 percentage. Like if there is a more complex business requirement, there will be need to use of some Java codes. That also already everything it will be in place. Just if you need to use that right Java syntax in the place of Pega, so it will be you can able to achieve that particular output. And then another thing is like decisioning. So decisioning, so like in Pega, so we are handling various kinds of things. So like we are handling like automation, robotic automation, we are handling decisioning, marketing, everything. So like decisioning is the sense like where before example you are using some kind of an network, say like you are using a particular network called ABC. So like ABC service is not good, and you are about to leave that ABC. So like in if they develop the Pega means, so like with the Pega decisioning knowledge, it will automatically detect, okay, this customer is like is not satisfied with the current network and the current services which were provided by this agency. So like he is about to leave it, like that Pega itself it will be deciding. So like using predictive and adaptive decisioning model. So like after this, like before he leave, so he will be given with various facilities. Like he will be offering some 3 months free recharge, or like 3 months, like in order to give some benefits to him, like it will be offering new technology without human intervention. So like automatically system itself will determine, like okay, like he's about to leave, he's not satisfied, like that. So for him satisfaction, he it will give like new offer, we can have it in everything is in design. So like automatically this and all, it will be predictive and adaptive decisioning model, like we will be following, and it will be automatically, like it will decide the humans thinking, and it will helps us to achieve output what the human thinks. And the third like another thing is like automation. So automation is like now, like automatically, like after 2020, around 30 to 40 percentage all the things are being automated. So like there is no human intervention, and everything like used in all over the world in various technology, like take in healthcare or automobile, like wherever it is, they are using an automation. So like in Pega, so we handle that automations also. So like we have like Pega robotic automation. So like what it will do is like it will connect the humans, and then like a Pega system, and it will be integrating, and automatically, like using artificial intelligence case management, it will be able to do it by all the everything the robot itself will be achieving. And another thing is like administration. So in real time IT industry, so like if you're working for a particular client, so they will be running multiple applications. Say like there will be thousands of applications will be running, and it will be like their database and all, it will be very huge. And in order to maintain the performance, and in order to maintain that reports everything, so like we need like separate team in traditional technology. But in Pega, so all of that things it can be handled in Pega. So like we have like various methodology in order to do deployment, like Pega DevOps we have, and in order to gather like various kinds of reports, like we have reporting features. So like accessing like how the privileges and how it, particular members can access the portal. So everything it will be the with the default it will be there in Pega. So you just need not like no code is required, all the things it is in place, just you need to know to use how it can be implemented everything. So that we will be based upon our training, you will easily able to understand, and you will easily able to develop new things. And another thing is like reusable architecture, and in production live data management. So like example, say like there are 10,000 processes for run up, like which we have developed, and like each 10,000 like 10,000 processes requires like different 10 like 10 variations. Like example, there is an client called ABC for an domain called telecom. So let's take as ABC as an some kind of a telecom provider. So now they are being asked us to develop using Pega. So like to achieve, so who and all is going to leave the this network. So they need to be notified, and they need to be offered with some good benefits in order to retain them. So like same we will be developing, and we will be using it in reusable layers. So like again, like if they want like for first instance, if they want to view any kind of an particular schemes, like for 499 recharge we are giving for 200 recharge, that is one offer. So like the second time they want, like they want to remove this first this offer, and they wanted to give like another offer. So that time we need not again recode everything, just like we can reuse already the developed process, and we can modify that logic alone. Instead of that recharge, we can view like any kind of gifts. So like completely the Pega will be involved, like without coding. You can achieve all the major complexity, everything you can achieve in Pega. So like next, like what and all certifications in Pega. So like we have totally like 6 certifications in Pega in current market. So like the basic level of certifications will be system architect, and like intermediate level will be Pega senior system architect, and like most top level certificate is like Pega lead system architect. So these three certifications, it will comes under for Pega PRPC developer. And if Pega decisioning consultant is for the people, I told, right, like decisioning logic. So they automatically based upon the customer and the machine needs to be decided what he next it needs to be done. So for the those kind of an telecom or client, they will be requiring a decisioning consultant. And another thing is like Pega business architect. So business architect is like they are responsible for gathering the requirements from stakeholders, and in order to make, like, they will know like whether it can be achievable in Pega or not, and how most efficiently it can be achieved in Pega. So like everything they will be decided. So like this is business certification. So system architect, senior and lead system architect, these three are technical. Business architect is like business level certification. And data scientist and decisioning is just like additional like certifications in Pega. Like if you are having these two certifications, and if you know like what each role of the particular data scientist and decisioning consultant, so like you can apply it in real world, and it will be helps us to more efficiently, like artificial intelligence, everything it will be handled in Pega. So like clients of Pega. So like Pega has been widely used all over the world, around 150 plus clients. So some of them few clients which they are using widely Pega. So example, in their total work nature, like they will be using like half of the category in using the Pega technology. So like main company client, product based clients such as like JP Morgan, Amazon, UHG, Rabo, like many Canadian bank, like UK many banks, and then like Australia, some kind of like Australia Commonwealth Bank. So many kinds of product based clients, they are using Pega as their main technology in their organization. And like in service provider also, like top service providers like TCS, Infosys, Accenture, Wipro, many companies are using Pega as the main technology now. So like the scope of the Pega is like very huge demand, and like every day, like at least like a 100 to 150 members, they would be interviewing all over the world, and they will be taking into the particular to be required to fill the particular position. So like if we are certified Pega professional, means like it will be like highest advantage like wherever we go, and it will be helps us to achieve easy, like instead of competing with 1,000 members, you will be competing with 5 members. Because like Pega is like and just like it's like low code no code tool, and it's recently being like in high demand like last 3 4 years, and which is niche technology. Like project is very high, but like developers who are available is like little low in the market. So like we will be having like huge demand for those certified person. Like if you are certified today, and like tomorrow, like if you are attending interview also, like if they will take you easily inside. So they need some like an Pega certified developers who knows they like a knowledge, vast knowledge in Pega. Okay, so like coming to like Pega CSA. So CSA will be basic level certification, and it is like starting level certification. So that certification is required in order to complete like all other certification. So like that certification, we have like 65 percentage is the pass percentage. In that, like we will be having like 60 questions, like all the 60 questions are then like in multiple choice questions. So we will be giving like 90 minutes time. So like within 90 minutes, like you need to complete that 60 questions. There is no negative marking, everything are MCQs. So like 65 percentage is the pass percentage. So like if you secure that one, like you will be considered as like Pega certified CSA developer. So like coming to the pricing of examination, it will be around $175, like which it needs to be paid to Pega system. So like a main concepts which will be covered in Pega things are like under these topics only, like case management, data, and like once after going in, like if I explain you, it will be we will be getting like high level. Okay, so the Pega system, Pega certified system architect. So like this is like basic level certification and first level starting point. So where we need this basic certification in order to prove like we are like Pega developers, like a Pega certified developers like that. So like it is basically like now from Pega has been developed from 5 versions. Now latest version is like 8.7. So like in latest version, like we have many new features like which will handle artificial intelligence and many other new things. And just like with no like with basic knowledge of everything you can do it. So you need not to have knowledge in like in coding or like any other technology. So just if you have basic knowledge in all the things, like if you know what is HTML, what is Java, like that is enough for Pega. Just you can able to like drag and drop the items and helps us to achieve the particular requirement and able to do it. Yeah, so like now I will go through some kind of uh, video and I will help you in knowing like what the exact Pega is. So if you see, it's like this is like Pega academy portal. So like if you see here, like we will be having like what and all business level certifications, what and all like system level architectural certificate, developer certification, data scientist, everything. Yeah, so like I will go through and like one already like a demonstrated video by Pega, like which requires like no code. So like I will explain by using the video like how we can develop the Pega like within like minutes of time without code any kind of coding. So like if you see, so this will be the end users of Pega. So like Pega Designer Studio, like we'll call it Pega Dev Studio. So like Pega Dev Studio will be having the particular configurations, like what kind of developers need to develop and what application you need to create, everything. So like if you see here, so like here like they are designing for an application called like order return. So like once order placed or like order return application they are creating. So like if you see here, like just if you are mentioning our application name and create an application, so like our application will be ready to configure and it will be ready to use. And here like you can optionally add the user. So who want to be the admin of that and who want to be the author of that and who want to be the particular any kind of user end user for that everything. This is an optional adding. So like once you click on add or like just click on to switch to new with this is optional. When you click on switch to new application, you will be able to go like going to Pega Designer Studio. So like here in Pega Designer Studio, so this is called like a Pega Designer Studio where our development will be taken in place. So like here, like what we will be doing is like, so here what we will be doing is like, so our we created our application called like order return. So like in order return, so we want some kind of an case management. So case management, what it is like, so what will be the flow? So what will be the first screen, what and all details is required, in second screen, what and all details is required, and in third screen, like what and all details is required. So after getting the three screens details, how we need to proceed further for cancellation or like order return. So for that, like what and all it need to be done. So that will be elaborated in this video. So like here, if you see here, so this will be like case types. There here you are seeing like many kinds of things like case types, data, interfaces, pages, everything. So like the case types is the case lifecycle management. So where our complete logic will be involved. So like starting to getting the user details to completing the order return. So till that, like everything we will be having it in case types. So like if you see here on clicking a case type, we can type like new, and you can have the particular case type new. So like here we are having like it as like order return, and here we are having once created what and all field is required for order return. So like just if you like type like order number, and here we will get like simple alternations. So example, if you see here, if you see here order number, like the type of format is text. So like we want order number in text format. Here like a request. So like a request, we here we have like various kinds of configuration, like whether it is like text box or whether it is like paragraph text box or boolean, whether it is like a currency. So like if you want to get any kind of currency values to be entered, so like if you use this current currency control, automatically the currency, like whatever money amount you enter, it will change into the particular currencies. And a date and time. So if it is your date of birth, then you will be giving in date and time. And like pick list is the drop down. So like from the drop down, what kind of drop, like what list, example, there will if there is a requirement called what and all you need to purchase from Amazon. So like if you have mobile, laptops, headphones, various categories. So if you want to have it in, like you can have it in pick list kind of thing, and you can have that user. And this is like simple controls. In fancy controls also we have like attachment, location, user preference. Example, you want to send current end users or someone. Example, they are you are working in healthcare domain, and they want to know, you want to get the location, their location details, in order to check what and all pharmacies nearby available to them. So that time we can have the particular field, it is in location, and we will have like that location visible automatically, we need, without 0% coding. So when we just use this option, location will be visible. So just in that location we need to configure some minor things in order to get that exact location things. So if you see here, for request we gave like, it has like pick list. So pick list is like drop down list. So here for that request here, he's typing like radio button. So like radio button, like what kind of request he need in order return. So whether he need exchange or whether he need return. So he configured the request this label, this field name with a pick list, and the options as drop down list. So here in the drop down list he gave like two values, like one thing is exchange and one thing is return. So like in order return, like what request you want to do, whether you want to exchange or return, so it will be displayed in radio button. Here you will have like drop down radio buttons and many things. So necessarily like next refield, like what is the reason of the return. So here also we will be having like various kinds of reason, like it is in drop down list. So like not as described and defective. Example, you will all know these things, like if you place some order in Flipkart or Amazon or something. So same thing. So like the customer is giving the order number and the request, what request he wants to give. So whether it is exchange or return, and then what is the reason for exchange or return. So everything, if you see here, so like we configure it in big list, and if you see here, if we configure it in like a particular drop down choice, like it is defective, it is damaged, order wrong item, received wrong item, like that. So after giving this, like we will be having like other fields apart from these reasons. If you want any type anything newly, like we can have like other reason. So if you see all these logics, like if you see only with just drag and drop, like just we are adding one line and we are having the particular configuration, whether it is drop down or pick list. So in drop down, what it need to be, everything. After doing these changes, like we are just saving, and like we are clicking save and run. So now if you see like all these values, it will be visible. Yeah. So now if you see means that's it. Like we got like a complete new form. So with the order number and the request, like we gave it as like pick list with the radio button, like exchange or return, and answer reason, like on click of select, like it will be showing like what are the reason for exchange or return, like other reasons, everything. So within like 5 minutes, like we are able to see everything, like what and all we develop in the configuration, we are seeing everything. So we got high level details, like within 4 fields we achieved one form, complete form. So here the user can enter order number, here he can click whether it is exchange or return, or like a total return. Here he can click on the reason for return, and any other reason also he can do. So within like less amount of time, we have completed like one major part of this order return thing. So like if you see here, like next thing will be this and all completely, like if you come inside the particular thing, it will be visible. So example, so this other reason field, so when it should be visible, it's like from when the customer when he selects from the reason drop down, he selects other option, like we have like some 6 to 7 reasons. So apart from 7 reason, like there is a like last reason called other. So when he selects on other, So that time only this field should be visible to the user. So apart from that, when he selects already the necessary values, like it is damaged or it is not prescribed and in description like that, if we are selecting means other reason is not required. Only when we click on other, the other reason is required. So for that, like on clicking of this particular field, if you see in right hand side, we have like particular visibility. So when it should be visible, this field. So like here, like we are making like condition expression, and here we are making that particular reason field as other. So before label is like reason, so that reason we have property also called reason. So if it is other means, then it should be visible. So like now if you apply means, now if you apply and if you say means this other reason field, it won't be visible. If you see means it is not visible. Why it is not visible is like the reason is not other. So like if you select that reason as other means, like you'll be able to see that reason thing. And this new thing is like comment section. So like if you want to describe anything about what is the reason of your order request is done, like anything, like you can have the placeholder comments here. So like please share any comments with us like that. So you will be getting that comments with here, and you can type with how many characters you want, you can type with that. So like if you go it here and if you see here, so like please share any comments with us. So this is not any kind of description, this is like in-depth placeholder value. So like it will enable to user, like enable the user interface, like they will be knowing what this comments is used for. And like if you you can configure these forms, additional forms along with this. So like if you say like till now we defined one particular form with order number, request, reason, other reason, comments, and in this request reason, like other reason need to be displayed only when the reason is other. So like for that we have till now configuration. So like now like we are having other details, like what is the other kind of details like that. So like apart from the order details, like what kind of details we need. So if you see here, so we need the contact details of a customer who is placing the return. So for that, so like we are having the type called and field group. So if you see here, automatically like contact details, we have like two kinds of details defined, whether it is like address or contact detail. So this is under out of box like Pega automatic features. So we need not have like any kind of coding or anything. Just you need to reuse this one based upon the values, and you can able to achieve the complete end user application. So here like we are giving it as like contact and for contact details, and like in using the view, like what will be the contact details. So like whether it will be any kind of one particular values to get the contact details or customer name or mobile number, everything we will be having it. So if you see here, this will be on default, we have not given anything. So this fields automatically it will take that email, phone number, first name, last name, everything. So here if you want to configure anything specifically, so like we can add apart from that any values. So if you see here, like we are having like address values. So like address values also we are using it in default view. So like if you are using it in default view, automatically like we will get that all the address values here. So after this, like if you see, like we have configured our user interactions with the particular columns, like now we have this design only one form. So where we are getting order details, request, reasons, everything. So now like along with that, we want the customer details also, like what is the first name of the customer who is placing the order return, and who is the second name, like what is the second name, what is the email, and what is the contact number, everything. So like if you see here, like we have different column template, like we have used two column template. And so like just contact details, it will be visible here. Previously if you see, just like we have given a contact details name already, email, phone number, last name, first name, already it is there in default. So like if you want to add anything apart from this, you can add, or if you want to delete this, you can delete it. And address fields also, it will be coming like since we are already in Pega, everything it is in place. Just you need to drag and drop the address name alone. So if you use me, everything it will be coming. So here, like if you want to drag and drop, first name should be first, last name should be second, means like just we can drag and drop, and like we can see in real time, first name will be first, last name, and everything will be first. So like now if you want any kind of an here like we don't want any header or label for it. Example, contact details you want to need to change it in different way, or like address you need to different way, means you can just change it or you can just remove it. So here, if you see, means like we have removed the header contact detail, and we are having this particular value. So now the complete form is ready. So like within 5 minutes, like we have complete form ready. Like if you see here, like we are enabling the user to type the order number, and he is clicking on the reason like a return. Like he is typing that order number, and when he clicks on a return, so like we are asking for the reason. So like in reason, when he clicks on other, so before other, like there is no other reason. So like if you see here, and like a reason only is there, other reason is not there. So like now user is selecting like other reason. Now like other reason will come here. He can type his reason, whatever he want, and he can mention the comments in brief manner. Like then after having updated this one, he can mention his name, like what it is name, everything he can mention. And since it is not required field, like we can have it as required field or non-required field. So if you see here, on clicking of and create and case, like we got complete case information. So like order number is 1234, like request is written, and reason is the other. So what and all comments he mentioned in the read only format. So like complete order. Now this order request case id is like O1. So one person initiated order written. So like after this, like we will in backend will be having as per our like logics, like requirements, we can have it like how it needs to be going to different teams, everything we can have it. Like we can develop it in Pega easily by same method, by just using all the components and just drag and dropping. Just we want to know that exact terminologies, like how, what Pega it is, what technology terminology it is using Pega, everything. So this is like basic level of demo. So that's set like about high level overview of Pega, and like how we develop like simple applications with 2 screens within like 5 minutes of time. So whether you have any questions or any other things to ask. Like 30 hours is like enough. Like if you spend like 30 to 35 hours, like we can complete all the topics. Just like now I have shown you demo with basic things, like how we are performing like a order request, how we are sending using the particular first name, last name. That is like 5 minutes work. So after this, like that we need to send a mail to customer. Like we will have certain SLA timings. So example, within 1 day, like order request need to be initiated. So that things and all, like we can develop easily in Pega, just like how I have shown you now. So like it will take around 30 to 35 hours to complete CSA certifications, like CSA concepts, everything.
Are you going to cover any bank related application examples?
Yeah, like both. So like if you go fully through application, practical oriented scenarios, certification, it will be totally different. So like our training will be both in certifications and in real time environment. So tomorrow itself, like they're deploying you into some projects means, so that time you are capable enough to work. You should know like what is sections, what is activity, what is data transform, and how it is used, and what is the logic we can use. Everything you should be knowing it. So like our training will be in that way. It will be comprises of both technical and practical. So like after having one session for like 1.5 hour session per day means like 40 minutes. Like if you are taking some theory session means next to 45 minutes, like we will be real time. We will be implementing that application into practical. So we will be showcasing like now just I shown like already did develop the video. So that time I will show you real time, like based I will itself do one scenario, like how that scenario will be achieved. I will itself with before you I will do one real time demo in half an hour, next half an hour. Like Pega, like a latest version is 8.7. So like I think that also like in another 6 months they're introducing 8.8 also, it will be introduced, not sure. So like now current version is 8.7. So completely like we will be dealing with 8.7 only, because like recent certifications, like latest certification if you do means, it will be an added advantage for you, and like added features also will be in newer version, latest version, and you can able to know all the concepts.
So we are going to provide the software for 8.7, which can have fully, accessible, or is it like some kind of features will be locked?
Yeah, correct. Like we will be providing. Yeah, like it's not like personally we are providing. Automatically Pega will be providing. So like we have like personal edition. So like if there will be prerequisite for that, you should be having your laptop configuration should be at least 8 GB RAM, and you should be having like 20 GB to be free, like from your hard disk. And so some kind of prerequisites we have. So like if the prerequisite satisfied in your laptop, that personal edition it can be installed, and whatever requirement you need, if you want to practice something, anything you can do it in that personal edition. So it will be in latest version.
Okay. So all features will be available in that software, right?
Yeah. No. Like every features it will be there. Like in order, for example, in real time you will be working on database related things and the external system related things, and so that things and all in personal editions it's not required and it's not possible, because like you don't have any kind of an external database access, you will not be having, and you will not be having any kind of an external system access. So that you can for demo like practice purpose you can have basic configuration, but in depth you cannot have it for the like in personal edition.
Okay. Is it installable in Mac OS or only for Windows?
Yeah, both, like Windows and Mac, both it's you can able to install. So like I can help you on all those things. Like first 2 sessions, I can help you on all those things in setting up a Pega Academy account and like PDN account, and like enrolling you in the particular certifications in Pega official website, and downloading that additional software. If you are using personal mail ID means you will be having access to everything, but a few things like minor, like which is related to framework, and like we have different kinds of framework. Example, we for insurance we have like underwriting framework, and for healthcare we are having CPM framework. For banking we are having like smart investigative framework, like various framework. So those kind of things it will be limited in personal mail ID, but when you are using company mail ID means everything 100% you will be able to access. So automatically you need not have any kind of what to say, like you should not you can automatically, like I can help you and set up that account. You need not to contact any other your company person for any statement. It's not required you to contact your company persons in order to set up this account. Like we can itself like do that company, we can link that company link to our personal what to say, like our personal PDN, and we can able to elaborate both the combinations and we can do it. No. Like just if your official mail ID is enough, and after clicking on sign in, you will be getting mail to your official mail ID. So from there you need to activate. No, not required. Like if you are having your official mail ID itself, it's enough. Any one thing is enough.
Okay.
You can use both also. Like you can use primary as your official and secondary as your Gmail.
Yeah.
So like later when you are shifting from one organization to another, you can change that mail ID.
Okay, I need to switch again, right? Okay.
Yeah. You need to change that primary mail address also. You know that if you change it, it will be tagged to your current organization that time, and what and all your current organization have an access. Yeah, correct. Like if you are using your company email ID means it will be added advantage for you, like in order to complete certifications. So like in some companies they are giving vouchers for writing certification. So like if you are tagged with your company mail ID means you can get $175 free certification. But practically, like Pega Agile Workbench is used very, very rarely. Like in real time, like we are using Jira, Kanban, right? Many kind of.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but if you want to understand Pega features.
So that also I will go through it. Like we have DCO sessions and all I to capture in Pega Workbench, like Agile Workbench. So that and all I will explain.